You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
You forgot. Yes, man.
I wanted to do it differently today. I think we're becoming predictable. They were probably going, yes, man.
Yes, man.
I think let's get the audience. We tricked you guys. This was part of the plan.
Yeah.
To our amazing audience back at home and who've just joined us, welcome to another brand new episode of Lead Now. We're still in precision. I like that. I like that. There we go. And just in case you don't know, this amazing show is all about highlighting all the significant aspects around the concept of leadership. In this series, we'll be covering the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by Dr. John C Maxwell, and he also deserves a round of applause, of course, for such fantastic content. Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Rendani Tshivhula, a.k.a. Rendi, your number one MC. And I'm always joined by a king. Today, I'm giving you another description.
Today, no. Today, I've got my own song.
Oh, you got your own?
Yes.
All right, this is your moment. Let's go.
Right. I am Anton Venter, a.k.a. Anton, your number one bomb.
And we did not practice that. I'm as shocked as you are, but I like it. I like it a lot. And just to get back into the show, of course, we've been covering the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And today we are on leadership law number 9, the Law of Magnetism. Yes. And I'd like to go straight into it. When we talk about the Law of Magnetism, what are we talking about, Anton?
What's a magnet, Randy?
It's a metal thing that attracts other metal things, but it seems like it's got a bit of vibration energy. It sucks it in.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it. I ran out of other ways to describe it.
Yeah, no, if you look at a magnet, it's got a positive and a negative pole, doesn't it?
That's more scientific, but you're right. Yes. There's
the
resistance.
concept of magnetism is who I am, is who I attract. But unfortunately, it's also that I can actually repulse people.
Come on.
So it happens sometimes that I will attract people who are similar to me in certain things. Okay, that's important that we understand the things that we are similar to each other.
Yes.
But it also can happen that I could push people away who are different to me in certain important things.
Come on. I like that.
Important things.
I like that.
Okay.
Now there's a famous... Yes?
What it means
is
that we are human. We are not all the same. And it is a human condition that you are not going to get along with every single person on the planet. You're going to get along with some people and you're not going to get along with others.
Yes.
In your team as well. So in your team, you will find synergy between certain guys.
Yes.
And sometimes you just cannot get that synergy going.
Yes.
Okay, because the guys are just not compatible.
Yes.
Right. So they call it team chemistry. That's the word.
Yeah.
So what you want is when you have a bunch of people who vibe together, who have the same synergy, then you got this team chemistry going, then that team starts going places. But when you don't have that, when you got one guy that's pulling that way, another one that's pulling this way, then they actually destroy the team. And that's part of the law of magnetism.
Wow.
So in essence, the law of magnetism says that who you are is who you attract. But I want you to listen very carefully to what we say. Which part of you is the one that actually attracts?
Come on. I must say, it's definitely 2021 where you get Anton saying vibe, you know, when you hear...
I just made up a vibe nickname for AKA as well, eh?
So that's what I'm saying. It must be 2021, you know, but to jump straight into it, there's a famous saying that says, birds of the same feather flock together.
Well, it's actually birds of a feather flock together.
Oh, so I actually pushed it in my own way. Did I just... Birds of a feather flock together. Now, does this mean that the people around me or I surround myself with influence who I become?
No, what it means is that people who are similar in certain things, once again, normally hang out together.
Okay.
So you typically hang out around with guys that you feel comfortable with.
Yes.
Right. And that could be a good thing and it can be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Okay, the reality is that if I surround myself with the wrong guys, it's bad for me because they can pull me down.
Yeah.
Whereas if I surround myself with the right type of guys, they can pull me up. Okay, that happens. That's why people often say to you, you're known by your friends.
Yeah.
Right, and I've often on Desert Walk, I can't tell you how many times, in tribal council and that last night, I will say to a guy, listen, you've got a lot of potential. I can see that you can achieve great things in life, but you must change your friends.
Yeah.
You're hanging out with the wrong people.
Yeah.
And quite often those guys think, "Ach man, who the hell do you think you are?"
Yeah.
And then a few years later, they came to me and said to me, "Hey, sir, you're right." I've got one example like that now.
Okay.
This boy is playing prop for the Falcons now. He played UJ Varsity Cup now.
Okay.
Right. He was in one of my rugby teams when I coached him. He's a lovely boy, fantastic oak.
Yeah.
Really. When you get to know him, you'll just love him.
Yeah.
But anyway, this guy at school had the wrong friends.
Yeah.
And I told him so many times. I said to him, I'm not going to mention his name, but I said to him, my boy, change your friendships. These guys that you are hanging out with now is going to hold you back.
Yeah.
And at the time, he didn't want to, and he didn't achieve the success that he wanted to at school.
Yeah.
And it had to take the change after school. When he went to UJ, he went to a different environment, and he formed new friendships. That he actually went in there and he decided for himself. He told me the other day.
Yeah.
He said to me, I decided that I was going to get good friends.
Come on.
Guys who lift me up and don't pull me down. And that's what he did. So he broke completely with the guys he used to hang out with at school.
Yeah.
He got himself some great new friends. And that guy, his career is now taking off. I'm telling you.
Come on.
It's about the people you hang around with as well.
Yeah.
So we must not allow the negative influence to suck us down, because that's literally what it's like. They sucking you down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Anton's on a roll today, ladies and gentlemen. But I love what you say. You know why? And it's in line also with peer pressure. You know, because it's all about selecting and, you know, you reacting based on your surrounding as well. Yeah. But moving on to the next question, you know, in one of our previous episodes, you did mention that a good leader identifies perhaps his or her weaknesses and replaces or gets someone to cover that.
Yes.
You know, and I think it works as well, vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, how does that link in with the law of magnetism?
You see, sometimes people think that I must get someone with me that's completely different to me.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't, when we talk about the law of the inner circle, which is the one that we're still going to cover, which is the one you're referring to.
Oh, okay.
What it actually means is that as a leader, I will identify myself, my weaknesses, and I'll make sure that people I bring into my inner circle are strong where I am weak.
Yeah.
But they will still share the same qualities that I deem important.
Yes.
You must remember, for the law of magnetism to work, it's important that there is a chemistry between people, that we find that vibe.
Yes.
And that is the thing about leadership. You're going to find in a team of people, the guys who stay with you as a leader are normally the same as you in terms of certain character principles.
That's true.
Which is what it's about. It's about your character.
Yeah.
That is really the thing that attracts or repels people.
Yeah.
So your core values, your morals, is what you are going to resonate with in your team.
Yeah.
So when you make appointments onto your team, that is what resonates to you, is guys who share your character, who have the same value to the values you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's the important thing. So it's not so much about your strengths and your weaknesses as what it is about your character. So when you appoint guys like that, that is what it's about. That's why you will see teams. Like one of my friends, he took over at a school here on the other side of Pretoria. And he's a very laid-back, relaxed type of guy. And the school he took over had a lot of high-performing, driven, competitive guys in there.
Yeah.
And you know what the interesting is? 5 years after he took over, none of those guys were left. Wow. And the guys that replaced him are all similar to him. Laid back and relaxed and chilled.
So his energy ended up, you know.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
so the other oaks couldn't stay with him.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's a lack of chemistry in that side. So you are looking for a guy that shares your value system, if I can put it that way.
Yeah.
It's the same when I used to do interviews. I resonate with guys who have my energy, who have my enthusiasm, who have the view I look at life.
Yes.
I want guys like that.
Yeah.
You know, and those are the guys who will identify with me as well, and they'll come onto my team and they'll stay with me.
Yeah.
Because they share that same vibe.
Yeah.
It's what's important to them.
If I have to personify this, you know, I can say this. I know ever since I started connecting, and every time I'm close with Anton, something manifests in such a great way. And I'm not saying that to buy face or, you know, to try and encourage people or say that, you know, but I do know by me being around you, you know, there's so many great things that happen in my life. And that's why I'd rather use a personal example as well, because this law actually resonates with me.
But that's the thing, Randy. The fact that you feel that happen in your life, that's not because I'm somebody amazing or whatever. Understand? So you don't need to blow gas up my backside. Okay. Yeah. The reality is why you feel that is because you share my value system.
Yes.
Understand? So the connection that we form is because we are attracted to each other because we share that same character.
Yes.
We share the way we look at life and the way we want life to happen.
Yes.
That is what it's about.
Yes.
So and that is why you feel like that. And in every one of you, you are going to find people like that in your life.
Yeah.
Right. You know, that's what's the secret is to a good marriage.
Yeah.
People sometimes get married because of sexual attraction. Right. So you beautiful. Hey, I like you. And now there's a lot of chemistry happening and hormones being released. And then eventually I think this is my life partner because of the hormones. Yet I've never had a proper discussion with you.
Come on.
Understand?
Come on.
What you will find, the thing that's going to bond you and your partner together is that magnetism. That feeling of I want to spend time with you. You make me feel like a better person.
Yeah.
You make me want to be a better person. Okay, so when we vibe together, there's something that happens that pushes us up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to tell you a story that I haven't even thought of before.
I was waiting for this. I know that we usually have our story sessions, but I was like, where is this going today? I want the stories.
Yeah, you guys, you must watch our time as well.
Yeah.
So this I haven't even thought of, but I just remembered an old story. I might have told it on one of our shows already. In Wales every year they've got these shows. You know the shows where they bring the animals and they show them off and then they decide the champion cow and this and that. Yes. So the one year in Wales they had this competition where they wanted to find the strongest bull on the island.
Okay. Wow.
So all these guys brought their bulls from across the island, you know, from England and Wales and Scotland. And now they would put these animals in front of a sled and then they will load weights on the sled. So they eventually found their strongest bull. I think he was able to pull something like, I'm speaking on correction now. Let's say for argument's sake, 3,000 kilograms.
Yes.
This bull was able to pull. And the bull that came second, let's say he was on 2,900 kilograms. Then they thought, okay, so if we put these two bulls together, then they should be able to do 5,900 kilograms. So they did that. They put the two bulls together. They put the sled down, 5,900 kilos. The bulls pulled it as if it was nothing.
Sure.
So they loaded more and more and more and more. Eventually, those bulls pulled almost double.
Come on.
Right? Almost, just under double.
Yeah.
What they were supposed to. Why? Because of the combined power of a team.
Yes.
And that's the power of the law of magnetism in place. We attract each other and we become amazing because of that.
Come on.
Right.
And you can't punch with a finger. You put all fingers together to create a force. But now we're not saying go punch each other, all right? Jumping straight into it as we're about to reach our conclusion, you know?
We're not there yet. We better hurry up.
I know, but we have to mention this. I see that, you know, when we speak about attracting each other, I'm sure there's certain attributes that align to drawing attraction.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So that quality that we talk about when we talk about the law of magnetism is to do with our character.
Yes.
Okay, the character is the person that we are when no one else is watching. Okay, and that is determined by the following. Number one, your attitude.
Yes.
So your view of life, your attitude to life. You will attract similar people who have the similar attitude to you. You will repulse people who have a different attitude to you. So positive guys and negative guys do not hang out together.
Yeah.
Okay, the second one is your morals and values. If you have strong morals and values, you will not be able to associate yourself with guys who have weak morals.
Come on.
Okay, it just doesn't gel.
Yeah.
It doesn't work together.
Yeah.
Right, so you will attract people with similar morals and values to what you have.
Yeah.
Also, your life experience influences it. So my experiences in life causes me to look at life from a certain point of view, and I will attract similar guys to that. My passion is critical.
Come on.
Because that passion is that energy.
Energy.
Okay.
Exactly what I was going to say,
That is absolutely. So we flow with our energy together. That's why the two of us make such a good team.
Come on.
Because we have that same passion for leadership and leadership development and that same positive energy. And that is essential.
I love that. I love that. And it's so powerful that you mentioned that. And it's just that I love this law. It's just that time is not on our side, man. Yeah. So I also still want to once again recognize Dr. John C Maxwell for the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Without him, actually, this content would not be here. So once again, another round of applause, right?
But we're not done. I've got to finish off.
No, of course. This is your point of the area of conclusion when it comes to the law of magnetism.
Yes. Now, the two greatest soccer clubs in the world,
there
Liverpool and Man City. Liverpool is great. Man City tries to be. And we don't talk about Chelsea and Man United. They don't belong in this discussion. Anyway, the reason why I mentioned those two is they've got the two best managers in the world in my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola. Look at the people that these guys have brought into the clubs.
Come on.
They are people that reflect them.
Yeah.
So you look at Jurgen's team, it's a reflection of Jurgen.
Like yeah.
And you look at Pep's team, it's a reflection of Pep. It reflects their character, their personality, the way they do things about leadership. And that's why their teams are great.
Yeah.
Because these two guys are great leaders.
Yes.
And they have to these oaks. So in conclusion, I want to say to you, your character is what's going to attract or repel people to you. So an easy way to judge yourself is look at the people around you. Look at the people in your inner circle that you attract or that you repel. If you find the people around you, yes, I can get better people.
Yeah.
Then the person that you start with is yourself.
Come on.
Okay. So if you want better people around you, make yourself better first.
Yeah.
That's where we start. That's the only guy we can control. I cannot control the other people and their decisions. I control mine.
Yeah.
So if I want better people to be attracted to me, I have to become better. It starts with me, my personal leadership. Yeah. If I get that right, my life becomes great.
That's power. That's why he's the guru, ladies and gentlemen. He goes by the name of Anton, my mentor. And I'm telling you now, I've attracted greatness. That means I reflect greatness. I know that he thinks I'm blowing my own horn. So we're going to wrap the show up. Thank you for joining us and thank you for tuning in. And until we do this again, we'll see each other next time.
So from Anton, the #1 bomb.
I think we're going to use that.
This is our show.
Yes.
Lead now.
Lead now.
Boom.
We've hoped you've enjoyed this episode of Lead Now, proudly brought to you by the School of Leadership Africa. Please remember to follow us on our social media. You can find us on Facebook at the School of Leadership and also on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at SoulAfrica_ZA. Thanks for tuning in.